Today's episode is brought to you by Alma. Throughout my life, I have used therapy to help get myself out of mental health ruts, to help process grief, or just to kind of do a tune-up on my brain. And for all of those reasons, I think therapy is an extremely helpful and powerful tool to absolutely everybody that tries it. And the easiest way that you can currently get access to therapy is through Alma. Alma makes it simple to find a therapist. Instead of spending hours browsing online forums or watching videos with impersonal advice, Alma's directory makes it easy to find a therapist who meets your specific needs. Some people turn to impersonal online resources like forums or chatbots because they think finding a therapist is expensive and difficult. And it can be, but Alma's search process makes it easy to find a therapist who accepts your insurance, making sessions more affordable. And they also do these 15-minute test drive sessions, I'm calling them test drives, where it's free to chat with a therapist ahead of an appointment. So you're basically able to see if you have a connection with somebody, if they're going to be, someone you're going to trust, if that relationship is going to work. And that's super important because I have personally paid for hour-long sessions with therapists that I just knew immediately I was not going to click with and I was never going to see again. So this is a fantastic way to sort of check the vibe before you commit to an hour-long session. Alma is different because clients see real improvements in their mental health after starting therapy with an Alma therapist, and 83% of people seeing a therapist through Alma believe that their current therapist is the right fit for them. Better with people, better with Alma. Visit helloalma.com/perfect to get started and schedule a free consultation today. That's helloalma.com/perfect.
This is a Headgum podcast.
Hello and welcome to Perfect Person. Whoa, okay, really stumbled on it. Here we go. Hello and welcome to Perfect Person, the show where I'm perfect and you're, of course, a person. We did it, actually, guys. Recently, I've been sort of having a little salad. Ooh. Yeah, we had 2 prepackaged salads and I sort of housed 2 of them. One last night and then one this morning. Salad for breakfast, you may be thinking, huh? But yeah, I'm on a health kick. And that is going to be nice to have. I'm obviously joined by Josh Gondelman.
Hello.
Woo!
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Josh, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks so much for having me.
Of course.
Morning salad rocked my world.
I was not expecting to have it, but it was in the honestly, it was the prepackaged nature of it.
Yep, I know what you mean.
I was sort of like, and I'll say that for a budget sort of prefab salad, the Trader Joe's Greek is pretty nice.
They do a nice job putting things together.
They do a really nice job putting those things
I don't know, like a kind of a hot insider tip. Trader Joe's, they got some good foods.
No one is talking about this. Nobody that looks like me and Josh is talking about this.
That's right.
But it really, really is nice. And I found that it gave me confidence for the rest of the day to be like, well, I started the day with a salad.
Yeah.
I can really eat whatever the hell I want for the rest of the day.
Love that. My general philosophy on nutrition is like, once I fill up the meter with like the nutrients I need to live,
of course,
then I'm in the bonus.
By the way, I have a whole thing that I think about called zero theory. Okay, a salad is +1.
Okay.
Like I have a big bunch of jelly beans. That's maybe -0.5.
Sure.
Right? So as long as I stay near zero, then I'm good.
Right.
Net zero.
As long as you're not just like salad dressing shooters.
Yeah, exactly. Right. 1 month I get really drunk a lot. Yeah. Okay, then I'm in the negative.
You're in the negative.
I have a salad, I go for a walk, then I'm sort of...
a walk does it too.
A walk does it. A phone call with a friend. That's +1.
Because it's you're putting mental and physical well-being in one pool, which I think we should.
I'm one of the first to do it, but I am sort of combining physical and mental health. Now, Josh, you're on Perfect Person here to give the advice, but what makes you perfect to be on the show today to give that advice?
Oh my gosh, my life is really good.
Oh, yeah. That is nice.
Yeah, I don't mean to brag this. It all comes crashing down tomorrow. But it is, I'm feeling in a nice groove about things. And so my wife who just left town, that's not why it's good. But my wife. I just turned into that guy. My friggin' wife.
You're like, oh.
She put out a book a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And she it just feels like we are supporting each other and thriving and having like a really lovely time of it amidst kind of like turbulent external forces.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, that's amazing. You gotta protect your happiness. I think that's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, we gotta give these people advice, but before we do, I need to calibrate your advice via the Perfect Person speed round.
Please.
So I'm gonna throw some things at you, and you're just gonna sort of answer them to the best of your ability. So that way, when we give people advice, we're on the same page and we go in there like gunslingers.
Great.
That are sort of
I love this.
in a buddy cop movie.
Yeah.
Perfect sandwich.
Okay. This is, I think my friends Allison Libby and Natasha Pickowitz call this the friendship sandwich.
Ooh.
But it is like turkey, avocado, spinach, like a bunch of spinach. Enough spinach that you're like, this sandwich is basically a salad.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. And then I put a little mayo on it, but that's like an ideal. It doesn't feel too heavy, but it is a little bit of a treat.
That's almost a breath of fresh air.
It is.
It's spinach, mayo, turkey, and
avocado.
And avocado.
No cheese.
Oh, see, no cheese on there. I'm liking that. Honestly, the crunch of the spinach really allows
nice.
you to get through.
And it feels, you're like, there's two separate vegetables.
I've been thinking recently about making a cucumber sandwich. But the cucumber's the bread.
Whoa. Okay, what's in between?
Turkey.
That's good.
So it's just like sort of like you slice into a cucumber and you just sort of put turkey in and you eat it as if it's like
you do a whole cucumber.
I was thinking like, and I haven't done this yet.
I was picturing like sliders with sliced
that
cucumbers.
Would be good too. But no, in my mind, I'm like, sometimes like bread, you're in France and you have a little bread and it's so thin.
Yep.
Okay, it's like basically the size of a cucumber. Yeah. You slice a cucumber down the middle, and then you sort of just smatter turkey, and maybe some cheese, but also could be mayo, and then you just sort of eat it. Yeah, you eat it long ways.
Yep, because that's mouth-sized.
Yeah,
right. You don't go like corn on the cob.
No, by the way, if I saw somebody eating a cucumber corn on the cob style, I'm calling the police.
Yeah,
and I don't even believe in the police.
Yeah, but you gotta call somebody. I tell you what, I will, even if it's not for disciplinary purposes. I'm picking up the phone, I'm FaceTiming someone, and then I'm kind of putting it over my shoulder.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just because I feel that I guess then at the end you're just so wet.
So wet. Honestly, because you get the skin of the cucumber is extremely important to this endeavor.
Sopping. And honestly, I'm now just wanting to start a TikTok where I just eat stuff corn on the cob style.
That's so funny.
Like a hot dog, and you're just sort of moving it. Honestly, there's a lot of business to be made there.
It's called Can I Cob It?
Can I Cob It?
Yes, you can.
If that doesn't exist, I'm making it today. That's what I'm doing for the rest of my day. Can I Cob It is a genius idea.
It's so funny.
Welcome back to Can I Cob It?
Welcome back to Can I Cob It. Today, we're doing beef Wellington.
I'm shooting 45 of these today. Holy shit. Perfect ringtone song.
Oh,
your phone rings and it's ringtone. Because I'm guessing now it's probably marimba.
Yeah, it's the classic. It's usually on vibrate, but if I had to pick a song, maybe okay. No, I can't do that.
No, please.
I'm thinking. I think for some reason I keep thinking Kodachrome by Paul Simon.
Oh, okay, all right, got
it's
it.
One. It crosses generations. An old person hears it go off, and they're not like kids in their phones. They're like, I remember him.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, because you want it to be. It's got to be a specific type of stuff. And also, I'm thinking of any context when it would ring.
Yeah,
it's ringing. Oh, you're feeling a little moody. It rings. It kind of cheers you up.
Yeah,
you're feeling a little too cheerful. It brings you down.
It levels you out.
Yeah,
because there's some songs that it's like kind of a bit where like it's like Anti Up by MOP. Yeah, and you're just like, this is too aggressive, like for accidentally leaving your phone in the library.
And then you answer the phone, you're all amped up, and it's like, hi, your car was towed. And it's like,
well, I'm going to fight you and whoever did it. But that's two separate fights.
That's exactly
you first, then the guy who did it.
Oh my God. Perfect ice cream topping.
Does whipped cream count?
I think whipped cream counts.
You say that like that it's
I know,
a little too inside the box.
Let me sort of unpack my own prejudice.
And thank you for that.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Well, first of all, I mean, are you keeping that thing on you, whipped cream style? Are you keeping whipped cream in the home?
We have Ready Whip.
You have Ready Whip,
the sugar-free one. Yeah. Well, my wife has type 1 diabetes, and so
there you go.
The like no sugar one is like what we have locked and loaded.
But I even feel like sugar-free whip.
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
Pretty cream.
Still whips.
It's mostly just cream.
Still creams.
Honestly, still creams.
Still creams, still whips.
Still creams, still creams.
I instantly regretted definitely still creams, marginally still whips.
Hashtag still creams is really, I don't know what brand should be using that.
The new still got it.
Yeah, right.
Just so disgusting.
Still
where you're just
creams.
Like, man, John Fogerty was just playing down at the Hollywood Bowl. Like, did you go? Yeah, man. still creams.
Holy shit. Honestly, I want like an old school ice cream brand to take that. Like if Breyer's rebrand.
Yeah.
And they're like, guess what? It hashtag still
It's
creams.
a little horny now.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, okay, interesting.
Ben still creams. Jerry, stop creaming, back to cream.
Man, wouldn't it be, I mean, I'm glad Ben and Jerry are still together. And
Me
they
too.
rule. They're like cool guys.
It's really cool.
What a cool thing.
It's like cool that they're politically outspoken
Exactly.
in a way that isn't just like, oh yeah, we made beef tallow fries so that racists eat our fries.
Yeah, and it's
they're just like, we
huh?
say what we believe, and if you don't want to eat our ice cream, pound sand,
They're
loser.
like getting arrested for the cause. I'm like, these guys are awesome.
It's really like anytime someone is willing to make that kind of choice in a way that like is righteous and is like, and there will be people that are like, well, I don't like it. And it's like
who cares?
Well, get out of here. Who asked you?
Sorry, eat bad ice cream then.
Yeah. Right. Go, right.
That's so funny.
Right. Go back to Haagen-Dazs.
I know. Haagen-Dazs, I gotta be honest, not a fan. Sorry.
Doesn't cream.
Hashtag does not cream for me. Does not cream for me. For me. Perfect place to watch the sunset.
Oh, on our honeymoon, we went to Santorini, one of the islands off the coast of Greece, and you go down to kind of the end of this like the cove, and everybody just kind of gets there together and watches the sunset together. Or not everybody, people congregate and watch the sunset, and then not knowing what to do, everyone's just kind of like, that's nice.
Oh, clapping at a sunset?
Like,
that's nice. I like that. That's creams for me.
That still creams.
Really
Sunsets, still cream.
Best place to swim?
I got to go ocean.
Yeah. That's nice. And what time, honestly, because ocean to me, because I love the ocean.
Same.
I love to swim in the ocean.
Did you grow up near the ocean?
No, I grew up in North Carolina, in Durham, North Carolina. I was born.
Oh, great.
And so 2.5 hours from the ocean, we would go pretty frequently, but I wasn't like in a shore town. Where did you grow up? Right.
I grew up just outside Boston.
Oh,
so
there
like
you go.
Pretty easy to get to the beach.
The ocean is there. I mean, I do like, I'll say, I just love looking at that thing. That, I just love looking at the ocean and sitting there and thinking,
it's refreshing.
It's
powerful. It's mysterious.
It's powerful. I mean, I've said this before, but I used to just, when I was a little kid, just go and be like, I hope the wave's so big it knocks me around.
I loved that when I was a kid.
Oh my God, obliterated by a wave.
So fun.
Couldn't be better.
The ocean is great. So you grew up Atlantic as well.
Yes.
And
oh my God.
This is such a Massachusetts thing of me, but people on the West Coast will be like, the beaches are beautiful. The sand is finer. The water is warm. And I'm like, no. The sand should feel like rocks are fighting your feet.
Yes.
And the ocean should be so cold that it is like, it feels like no one loves you when you get into the water.
So honestly, I love an East Coast beach. The North Carolina beaches are really nice too. Perfect coffee order.
Okay, my usual order is I've never lived more than one block from a Dunkin' in New York City, which is feels intentional, but
there's so many. There's so many Dunkins.
It's true.
Yeah.
But I go large Dunkin' iced coffee, milk, and then either one or two pumps of like the liquid sugar. So it's not too sweet, but it takes it sweetens it up a little bit. But
so you're getting like, and by the way, large.
That's huge.
That's colossal.
As big as it's like a hollowed out leg.
It's like a boot.
That's right.
That's amazing.
I love it. Yeah.
Perfect text to receive when you wake up.
Oh, okay. It's got to be like someone you just saw, which sounds counterintuitive.
Ooh, I love that.
But you wake up to like, hey, so great to see you.
Oh.
Reference to a thing that happened.
Yeah.
That was like, this was so fun. And then like plan to make future plans.
Oh, that's such a specific feeling too. Cause like when you leave and you're like, man, that was really fun.
Yeah.
And then you get that hit. Oh,
and
that's
like the
nice.
platonic version even of like, I had so much fun. I hope everyone else had as much fun as I had because that was a great night. Oh, and then 100%. They go, hey, this was great. Like people came over to your house. They're like, this was so fun. Next time, we'll make dinner next time. Come over to our place. And you're like, this is what it's all about.
I'm fucking awesome. Yeah, no, that's so good.
Still creams, friendship, still creams.
Dude, that is hashtag creams for me. Finally, perfect snack of the night.
Like a final snack?
A final snack of the night.
Ooh.
You're like, I'm about to go to bed.
Yep.
About to brush teeth.
I do this pretty well. I'll keep like a pint of a nice ice cream in the freezer.
Oh, yeah.
One spoonful.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you can just have one.
I can do it. Maybe sometimes I do a big one, then a little chaser.
A chase. Oh, yeah, double.
Yeah. Got to chase ice cream with ice cream.
You're spoon in.
I go spoon to pint.
So pretty shallow. I'm saying because it's frozy.
Oh, yeah.
So because to me, I go in and I'm going, man, I really wish I was using the scoop. Because then I can really dig it. But you're only going one spoon.
I'll do a big heaping spoonful.
A big heaping.
A heaping
capital
spoonful.
B, capital H,
the
capital S.
amount of sugar that makes the medicine go down.
Yeah, man, I'm such an ice cream person. I just have so much of it. I mean, you know what I'll say? Because I have done that many times, is just spoon to cream. Hashtag spoon to cream.
Still spoons.
Still spoons. But it's usually a chaser of a bowl I already have.
Sure.
So I'll have a bowl of ice cream, and then I'll go back to the kitchen to put my bowl in this thing, and I go, just one more little taste.
Encore? Okay.
Encore? Okay.
Yeah.
I know we just moved, so I had my local ice cream shop. Mm-hmm. And then we just moved away from that. Ooh. And I'll say my local shop before, I don't know if you've ever been, because I can dox it now because I don't live there anymore, Jenny's Ice Cream.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was hitting Jenny's Ice Cream.
So good.
And I was going there almost every night to the point where I was such a regular that it was inappropriate. And
you sit down, they slide it across the counter like a beer.
No, at one point the manager came out and was like, you really should have a rewards program. Because I didn't, and I was just like, oh, and she goes, yeah, I'll sign you up.
I thought briefly you meant they invented a rewards program just for you.
You were like, you're hemorrhaging money. They added my phone number or whatever to the thing, and then I started earning points. But they just were like, you can't possibly, you're giving us so much of your money to buy cream that it's got to stop.
And then, you deserve to be saving money. It's like, I'm sure the manager wasn't like, you're lining my pockets with this creamy cash.
The manager wasn't getting residuals on the cream.
Also, Jenny's, there aren't a lot. I live in New York City. There's not a lot of Jenny's in New York.
Yeah.
But this is like a tip, I think, is a lot of non-dairy.
Yeah.
If you have people that are either lactose intolerant or vegan in your life. And they have a great delivery program. You can do gift certificates for ice cream delivery, which is often if I know someone's recovering from surgery or something, I'll just gift certificate to Jenny's Ice Cream and say here's a little treat for while you're recovering.
Oh, I really like
it's a
that.
Nice little, they just do a nice job of that.
An ice cream delivery. I haven't even thought about that.
Yeah.
As a gift? Yeah. Oh, nice.
I didn't mean to make your life, the possibilities too decadent.
Oh, that's nice. Honestly, I'm going to have ice cream right after this. I'm so hungry for ice cream. Well, Josh, you've successfully passed the speed round.
Thank goodness.
And we've got to get to these callers because people have called in and they need our help.
Let's do it.
But before we do, if you like the show, consider rating and subscribing it on every single platform so you don't miss an episode. And also come see it on tour. We are coming. We're bringing the Dial Tone Tour Part 2 to Houston, Austin, San Diego, and San Francisco. And you can come see it live. I give you advice on stage, and I give you all that good. And if you love the show, consider joining us on Patreon, where you can get the ad-free extended version of every single episode, including this one, where we actually wax and get wild before the show even started about positivity and the nature of community.
We had a lovely conversation. If we hadn't even recorded the episode, I would have left here being like, what a nice time that was.
It's like that 12 minutes was great or whatever. But yeah, hop on there and there's bonus episodes every single Friday. You can check out Summer of Chow with Will and Rainey. All the live episodes get released on there on Fridays. So head on over there and get it good while the getting is good. But until then, we've got to get to the calls, Josh.
Let's do it.
When I first started this podcast, I was all alone on a ship of business, and I had to take each wave with gusto. But luckily, I knew that there were businesses behind businesses that make everything so simple, that secret tool that you need to have and use. And for millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the US. From household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. I obviously have lots of friends in business on the internet, and all of them use Shopify. It's just the #1 trusted tool, and as an entrepreneur, you're gonna wanna have the trusted business tool. I use the most trusted when it comes to my payroll, when it comes to my accounting, etc. So Shopify for selling, it's gonna be that tool. Get the word out like you have a marketing team behind you. Easily create email and social media campaigns wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. And best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping to processing returns and beyond, and it scales with you. If you're selling just one PB&J, it's going to be with you all the way all up until you're a megacorp, selling peanut butter and jellies to every man, woman, and child on the planet. So yeah, turn your big business idea into cash with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period and start selling today at shopify.com/perfectperson. Go to shopify.com/perfectperson, shopify.com/perfectperson. If you're a business owner, you know that managing your business finances is in and of itself its own full-time job. But what if life could be simpler? Okay, Found is here to help. Because Found is a business banking platform that lets you effortlessly track expenses, manage invoices, and prepare for taxes. You can even set money aside for different business goals and control spending with different virtual cards. My favorite feature with Found is that they have a little estimated how much you owe in taxes thing for your business, and that's just ticking up all throughout the year. And I'm somebody that runs nervous. I want to make sure that I've allotted the correct amount of money for taxes so I don't get hit with an all of a sudden you owe too much and you don't got it, Buster. So I find that tool is very, very helpful. Oh, and by the way, other small businesses are loving Found too. Yeah. This Found user said, Found is going to save me so much headache, it makes everything so much easier. Expenses, income, profits, taxes, invoice even. And Found has 30,000 5-star reviews just like this. Open a Found account for free at found.com/perfectperson. Found is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services are provided by Piermont Bank, member FDIC. Don't put this one off. Join thousands of small business owners who have streamlined their finances with Found.
Hi, Miles. My grandmother recently had a heart attack from singing too loud, and I'm about to get a kitten soon, and she's very afraid of cats. I don't want to break the news to her in a way that could, God forbid, make her heart attack her again. How do I break this to her gently? Thanks.
I didn't know you could get a heart attack from singing too loud.
I didn't know or hearing about a kitten.
Yeah, no. You have a kitten? Oh!
This person is so thoughtful. First of all, I hope your grandma is doing okay.
Seemingly the grandma, I don't think she would be breaking it to her
That's true.
spirit.
She's like, my grandmother is, she's in critical condition. I'm getting a kitten just to heal from that loss that I'm anticipating.
Yeah, it does seem like you want to, because I think there's a lot of different ways we could do it here, but we got to give this person a call back because we need more dates.
Let's do it.
Hello, you called Perfect Person. I'm here to call you back. I'm here with Josh Gondelman.
Hello.
Oh my God!
Hi.
Congrats on the baby!
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And are you driving right now?
I am. I'm driving to Canada on a trip with my mother.
Oh my goodness, perfect. Well, your mother's going to be the perfect person to help us figure out the answers to your conundrum.
Yes. I'm trying to figure out how to tell my grandmother that I'm getting a kitten.
Yes, of course. Now, Josh, can I please have a fake name for this caller?
How about Cat?
Cat. It's unbelievably confusing.
Who can guess where
Who can guess where you possibly would have gotten that? So, Cat, why don't you tell us, first of all...
Let me have this. What do we have to do? Sorry, that's my mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mrs. Cat.
Okay. Hello. Okay, so take it off of CarPlay.
You need to drive. Oh, my God.
Sorry.
Okay, we can hear
now
you.
I can't get in here.
Hi, Mom.
Hello.
Are you there?
Hang on a second.
Is it your mother who we have to break the news about the kitten to?
It's my mother, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it. And I was so sorry to hear about your mother's heart attack. Is she doing okay now? Is she doing better?
She is. We just actually came back from the doctor this morning for a follow-up, and she got a fairly clean bill of health.
That's beautiful.
Oh, that's
I'm so happy to hear it.
Now, the question I have to ask, because I thought it was such a curious, thing. I heard that she got a heart attack from singing too loud. What song?
It was Frank Sinatra/Elvis.
She was singing My Way.
Wow.
That's like the greatest song, too. I mean, I get that it's sort of like, it has that big build to it. My goodness.
She was belting it out.
Wow.
Where was this a performance or just around the house?
She was doing karaoke at a Cinco de Mayo party.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing. Okay, wow. Now, how do you feel about the purchase of the kitten?
Okay.
I'm in the middle.
You're in the middle on it? Okay, do you have concern?
Yeah.
You have concerns about the kitten?
Oh, hello?
Hello.
Hi, sorry.
It's like, we were just Mother, this is not about you.
Your mom seems to have concerns about the kitten, and I just want to make sure we address her concerns as well.
I'm not concerned as much as I'm not an animal hater. I'm just not a lover.
Sure. I was asking for a cat for like 3 years, but a woman who comes into my work rescues cats, and she had a little kitten, and I'm naming her Juniper, and she's a little calico. She's 8 weeks now. She'll be 10 weeks when I get her, and I am so excited, but she'll be in my home for about 3 weeks before I move to Canada for school. And my grandmother will certainly be over in those 3 weeks.
Sure.
I see.
She hates cats.
And she hates cats. Oh, man. Okay, that makes this tricky.
It does.
I showed her a photo to like float the idea.
Okay.
I was like, oh, like, look how cute this cat is. And she physically turned away, closed her eyes, and said, ew.
Okay, so my first question is your grandmother, like, I mean, your grandmother's obviously a performer. She's singing My Way, etc. Is your grandmother funny? Like, does she like funny videos?
She doesn't have the best sense of humor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what do you mean by that? Like, what does she find funny?
Cat murder. Just when someone murders a cat.
Very prim and proper.
Very prim and proper. Okay.
Oh, very prim and proper.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, she doesn't really understand some humor, like funny slapstick humor and silly things.
She just turned 80, and for her birthday party, she had a fancy high noon tea party.
Wow.
Wow.
She's very dainty and ladylike.
Yes.
Oh.
Unlike her daughter.
So in my mind, because originally I was going to say like send funny cat videos, but that is out of the question as far as I'm concerned.
No.
No.
That is out of the question. That is out of the question.
You're like, she doesn't like cats. She doesn't like funny. I'm not even sure she likes videos.
No, she doesn't even know how to use a video.
Still photos only.
That's right.
Keep your hands where my ass can see.
The story is that she was maybe bit by a cat when she was young and she doesn't remember, and maybe that's why she doesn't like them, but it's unclear.
When I was a kid, if they were in the back strays or in the backyard, she would throw water at them.
Wow. So this isn't just like, I prefer not cats.
No.
She's like going on the offensive.
Yeah, she's she's anti-cat. I mean, I think that now prim and proper to me, cats can be very prim and proper.
Yeah.
To me, dogs are the chaotic ones, right? Cats can be very refined as far as I'm concerned.
I think so.
And also, wait, sorry, you're about to go back to school in Canada. What year are you starting at school? Are you living in a dormitory?
I just graduated with my undergraduate degree.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. I'll be going to get a master's at a university in Canada, and I will be in on-campus housing, but my therapist wrote me an emotional support animal letter, so that's all set and clear.
Hey, very good. Would
your grandmother, would it help her to know that this is a medical cat?
Oh, interesting.
Maybe.
She was a psychiatric nurse.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, this could be a way in.
Okay, and honestly, you know what? That actually, I feel that helps because also, this is a kitten, isn't there certain training that you can do to an animal like that such that they can be verified as an emotional support animal or whatever? I know friends that have like trained their dogs to be, to do so and so such that they can be like, all right, now they're licensed as this thing. If your grandma's a psychiatric nurse, then maybe she would enjoy the training element, we're giving the cat this, we're teaching the cat to do this. So the cat is very refined, very pristine.
A rule follower.
She might do that from a distance.
Yeah, I don't know if we could get her close enough to give her like a treat or anything.
But even just to hear about it, I bet she'd be like, oh, this cat is well behaved. This cat has a job, a responsible member contributing to the household.
Exactly, correct.
She could contribute to moral support.
Yeah.
I think that would be beautiful.
I think that's nice. And I would say, as long as you're you show the cat the picture. I'm wondering if even there's like a painting that you can get, a very refined painting
that's nice.
Of the cat that we can show to Grammy. What do you call your grandmother, by the way? Grammy, Nana?
Mum?
Nice. Oh, that's very cute. Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah,
She's great. We have matching tattoos. Like, she may be prim and proper, but, like, she can be fun.
She contains multitudes.
Yeah.
What are the tattoos, if you don't mind my asking?
So my late grandfather, her late husband, really liked Hershey Kisses. It was like a thing in the family. So we have matching Hershey Kiss tattoos.
That's really cute.
That's very cute. Okay, so I have a couple other thoughts here. Your grandmother, have you named the cat already? Or is there a name that you could maybe name the cat Mom on?
Are you settled? You said, are you settled on Juniper?
We pulled over with our hazards on. Yeah, we're just on the phone. Thank you.
Oh, did someone try to help you?
We were pulled over on the highway on the way to Canada.
So the health doctors came and asked us if we needed help.
No one helps you while we're helping you.
That's right. We're helping.
This is our job.
Sorry, officer. We're helping. We're helping.
It's a podcast.
I don't know. I am in my heart calling her Juniper and to nickname her Junie because I think that's cute.
Yeah.
Very cute.
I don't know if there's any Mum approved nickname. I could name her after a character from General Hospital because she likes that soap opera.
That's fun.
Oh, honestly, though, I think that could be. By the way, this is going to be the classic. Like, obviously, it seems like your grandmother doesn't like cats. This is the classic, like, sort of person who is, older, a grandpa being like, I don't like it, and then I do think your grandma's going to warm to the cat.
They're going to have an enemies to lovers arc.
But the main thing you want to avoid is just your grandma having another heart attack. So I think that
for sure.
Yes.
So I think we're gonna try to steer clear of additional heart attacks.
So we're going to make sure that the cat isn't a surprise. No surprises at the cat.
Yep.
Right? And you know what? You know what your cat does need is a little bell. So that way the cat, your grandma. Okay, good. So because to me, I was like wanting to make sure your grandma can hear the cat coming. So your grandma doesn't turn around and then all of a sudden there's a cat and it's surprising and your grandma starts singing My Way and we all
throw
know.
water at it.
Yeah.
Well, so one of the conditions that my mother is letting me have the cat under is that when nobody is home, we have to have the cat in an enclosure.
Sure.
That makes sense. Yeah, baby cat makes sense.
And this having these guidelines in place.
A barrier of sorts.
I see. You were saying, Josh?
Oh, I was just saying that I think that this all feels comforting to someone who's like, maybe I don't want this cat jumping up and staring at me from right on the arm of the couch.
Yeah.
But it's nice to know that the cat has their zone. I don't have to, never the twain shall meet,
Yeah, yeah. And your grandma probably wants to make sure the cat's not like getting into her stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah.
I don't want it to ruin the furniture.
Oh, sorry. I hate to be bearer of bad news, but it's gonna ruin it's a kitten. So, but that's on your daughter to make sure that doesn't happen.
That's right.
And I would say.
Yeah, that's one of the conditions. I think I bought 5 scratcher toys thus far.
Yeah,
to really make sure that she is not going for the couch.
Oh, she's going to go for the couch. I hate to be, it's going to, your couch, I mean, you may want to put some plastic up.
5 scratcher toys is just an obstacle course to get to the couch.
Yeah, exactly. Right. It's a warm up for the couch.
She's going to be like a spider cat.
Yeah. But I do think my final advice is going to be paint a portrait of the cat with honestly, paint a portrait of your grandmother like in sort of like the Queen might have, where it's your grandmother sitting with holding the cat, right? Okay, you can get that commissioned off Etsy.
I bet you could do that.
No problem. That's easy money.
One of my best friends she paints, and her sister is training to be a vet, and so her sister makes her basically paint portraits of animals all the time. So maybe I could commission her for this.
I think that if your grandmother's in an elegant gown, okay, at high tea, and then the cat is maybe also there, right? Okay, at high tea. It's like the photo of the dogs playing poker.
Yes.
Okay? The photo.
Did not catch that.
It did happen.
The cat should be involved in the tea. She should not be on like my grandmother's lap or anything.
The cat's on like a pillow on a nearby chair. Yeah. And the cat is using her paw to daintily sip from a cup of tea.
Yeah, because then it's like, the cat is refined. It's even though it's like obviously this is a fantasy. Yeah. It's like, this did happen. Like your grandmother might be convinced that the cat is refined because of it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like the dogs playing poker, but cat version.
Exactly right. Exactly right, Mom. Well, thank you so much for calling us Cat. That was your fake name.
Yep. And bad choice, me.
Thanks for calling.
going.
Of course. Best of luck getting into Canada.
Thank
and we hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Thanks for talking to us.
You too. Thank you.
Bye. Oh my God, that was great.
That was really nice.
Honestly, I loved the accent. The mom's accent really just
tremendous.
It was tremendous. To me, it was upstate New York, but maybe I'm wrong about that.
Yeah. And the ambiance of hearing the car in the background and then hearing someone pull a good Samaritan going, "Hey, are you guys okay with your houses up on the side of the road?" Like, we're doing a podcast.
Yeah. Sorry, we're just on a podcast. Right. I imagine them right before the border of Canada.
Yeah.
Like just pulled
Guy on a horse.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. I mean, do you have any animals in your
We
home?
have a pug. We have a little pug.
You have a little pug.
Yeah, we had a dog for a number of years, another pug named Busy, and we had to say goodbye to her at the end of last year.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Left the country after the election.
We had to say goodbye to not.
Moved to France. She has dual citizenship. When she passed away, and we waited kind of through the holidays, and then my wife, I think she would say sooner than expected, even was like, I think I'm ready for another dog in the house. So we have a 4.5-year-old pug named Maggie.
Oh, that's
such a sweetie.
great.
Just the cutest, sweetest, snuggliest little dog.
Yeah, that's the best. Oh my God. I love it. And honestly, I really there's a bunch of cats in my neighborhood that are like, that's good enough for me. Mm-hmm. I don't need a cat in my house if I can have enough cats that come around and let me touch them.
I like seeing a cat around.
Yeah.
It's like, howdy, neighbor.
Howdy, howdy, neighbor. Well, it also feels that like they're protecting the area.
Yeah.
And I like that.
It feels safer because you're like, well, you're making it work.
Yeah. These guys are around, right?
This is a thriving community.
Yeah. And also like, I don't like cats can, they can be stinky. They can have a lot of needs that I don't know I can fulfill inside.
Yeah.
But if they're outside, honestly, I'm putting food out for them and the raccoons and, whatever.
I should have mentioned this up top, but I used to teach preschool, which kind of explains my whole deal. And we had a book called, I wish I could remember the author's name, Six Dinner Sid, about a cat who lived outside in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
And every house on the block was like, this cat comes by, gets dinner from us. We kind of keep this cat in business with the dinner.
That's great.
And the cat was just eating 6 dinners a night, just playing everybody against each other.
No, that's, by the way, I'm sure all the cats, some of the cats in the neighborhood, they eat good.
Yeah.
They are big cats.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like they've definitely gotten dinner from everyone around the block.
Cats, like, they get preferences. Like, is there gluten in this?
Yeah. Excuse me. I'm allergic to shellfish. By the way, a cat being allergic to shellfish, their favorite thing. All right, Josh, we're going to take another call here.
Let's do it.
Hey, Miles. I had a threesome last week. And then I was talking to a different friend, and he showed me a picture of this new girl that he's been talking to. And he's going to bring her to drinks on Wednesday night. And it's a picture of the girl that I had a threesome with. Do I tell him that I fucked his girl, or what do I do? Okay, bye.
The funniest part about it to me is the gap in when it happened and that it was not said when it was shown.
So close together.
Yeah, right. Like, or that it was like, the friend was like, oh yeah, this is the picture of the girl. And that our caller saw the picture, thought about it, and was like, I need to figure out what to do. I have from now until Wednesday.
That's like a movie plot device, how like compressed this timeline is.
Because the caller could have been like, oh my God, I hate to say this, but this is actually, because then it would be in the moment.
Yes.
But now it's premeditated.
Yeah.
So now the caller has to like reveal it
yes.
as an after the fact thing.
And then we don't know if she knows, like if she's walking into a situation of like, hey, come meet my friends, we're going to have drinks. Like, hey, stranger. Like, how do you?
Yeah, there's going to be a dynamic at the table.
Yes.
Oh my God. So we got to call this person to get more information.
Let's do it.
I always check to make sure the cameras roll.
I was like, are they in the room?
Oh my God.
Hello, you called perfect person, and I'm here to call you back. I'm here with Josh Gondelman.
Hello.
Hello. Oh my God.
So we understand that you're in a sort of sticky situation. Josh, can I please have a fake name for this caller?
Yes. Jean.
Jean. Okay. Jean.
Jean.
Jean Valjean?
Jean Valjean. Okay, honestly, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're Jean Valjean. And then I'm going to say that your friend character is going to be named, what's another Les Mis character?
Male friend, Javert.
Okay, so Javert.
Which I'm sorry that this paints you as opposition to one another right away.
That's right.
I don't mean to suggest you're enemies. I just don't know the names of the other guys.
Yeah, this is a reimagining of Les Miserables.
Yeah, where they're buds.
Where they had a three-way in modern day America. So you are Jean Valjean. Javert is your friend. And I want to say the girl that Javert is seeing is going to be Eponine.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and also Eponine is also the person that you had a threesome with. So first off, tell me how you met Eponine and who also was the other three in the threesome.
So they're both strangers.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
Well, yeah, like I don't know them.
Yeah.
So it was me, Eponine, and then it was a man.
Okay.
So,
What's another man from Les Miserables?
I'm out of male names from
Eddie
that.
Redmayne.
I was going to say Russell Crowe.
So it was you, Eponine, and Eddie Redmayne.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I had been seeing Eddie Redmayne.
Okay.
And Eddie Redmayne is a tattoo artist. He gave me a tattoo a few weeks ago. We started seeing each other.
Sure.
He suggested, hey, I know this girl named Eponine, and she's really interested in, meeting you and, wondering what my thoughts of having a threesome were. And I said, YOLO.
That's true.
Sure.
Which, that is French, YOLEAUX.
Hello?
Yeah. So I did it. I had never done one before. It was my first time, having a threesome. Don't think I'm ever going to have one again.
Oh, interesting. Positive experience? Net positive or net negative experience?
Neutral.
Just not
neutral.
Not your thing.
Some ups and downs, and not really your thing going forward.
Exactly. Like lots of people, lots of too many parts.
When you think about it, it is 50% more people than
it's twice as many people.
Yeah.
Well, it's not twice as many people involved, but if
it's twice as many people that you're with.
I'm involved.
Yes, for sure.
Agreed. So got it. So sort of a fine. And are you still seeing Eddie Redmayne?
I'm ish. Like we're not but like
cash.
We're not together.
Okay,
got it.
Not,
sure.
He's not canceled.
He's not canceled.
He's not out.
He's not out. Casual experience, just sort of like, somebody that is in the rotation.
Nothing permanent, like a tattoo.
He's on the roster.
He's on the roster.
Great.
So he's on the roster. And now talk to me about your relationship with Javert.
Yes.
How do you know Javert?
Javert and I have known each other since kindergarten. We've been friends for like 25 years.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. I think this helps.
And I see Javert like multiple times a week.
Okay.
We're in the same friend group. We play D&D together every week.
Oh, that's great.
I also had a huge crush on Javert earlier this year, and I asked him out in February, and he said maybe we should just stay friends.
Okay.
Oh, that really makes this interesting.
Okay.
So, but you know what? We've actually gotten better friends since I did that. It almost ripped the Band-Aid, and I've been able to move on and see other people and
sometimes
I really
do it
enjoy
once.
having this person as a friend, which is great.
That's nice.
That's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's almost like clarity of maybe there was a will they won't they, and now you're actually we just have this nice relationship.
Yeah. And you sound like a person with a very open heart, but also a person who knows what you want from situations and how to manage them. So it sounds like you're coming into this from about as good a position as you can be.
Totally.
Yeah. No, it's definitely something I don't regret doing. And I really even though it was super scary to do it, I really loved doing that. And so I always tell people just shoot your shot, YOLO.
YOLO. No, that's YOLO. So that's great. Okay, so you had said this and now you guys are still close friends. Now talk to me about the moment that Javert showed you the picture of Eponine, because to me, you sort of had a crossroads moment where you could have said something then, and you chose not to. So talk to me about that decision.
So we were out for drinks last week, and he was talking about this girl he'd been out with, and he's he really likes her. He's she's not normally my type. I'm not going to describe her physically, but
sure, I get it. You're here are some distinguishing features.
7'2", bright blue eyes,
claws like a hawk.
He's and I was we talk about people we've been on dates with. We're both we live in the same city. We talk about the same dating woes and stuff like that. So I was oh my God, show me a picture. And so we're having this conversation where there's 5 other people at the table. It was out of a movie. He's showing everybody else And then he turns and shows me the phone, and it was like what's the crash zoom, like, and like everything slowed, and I was like, oh no.
Right.
And I was like, and I didn't know what to say, and I just went, oh, she's really pretty. and then he's like, yeah, I'm like really excited. I'm going to bring her because we play softball every Wednesday. So he's asking her to meet us for drinks tomorrow, Wednesday.
Okay.
After softball, and he's going to bring her. And he said this, he didn't say this last week when we were talking, but he said it like 2 days ago when we were messaging on Discord. He's like, oh, so Eponine is going to come to drinks after softball tomorrow. And so I don't know, like, do I message her and say like, hey, or do I message him? What do I do?
Okay, wow.
Do I don't, what do I do is like a beautiful way to phrase that question.
Do I don't, what do I do? I mean, this is an all-time conundrum because you have now, and also you were in the group earlier. So like you kind of couldn't when it happened, you saw the photo, you kind of couldn't be like, oh, I have to tell you something. It wasn't like a one-on-one. It would have been inappropriate.
That's a private conversation.
Yeah, that's a private conversation. So, however, now you are in the belly of the beast. This person is coming. Eponine probably has no idea that you're going to be there.
Yep.
No.
And more than that, your friend, how much have they been seeing each other? How long is the relationship with Eponine and Javert?
So he said that they've been seeing each other for like 2-3 months.
Okay. And is this a situation like you and your tattoo artist lover that's like a little flexible, a little like, or does it not?
I don't think so, because that's not the type of person that he is.
Okay. This is 5 minutes ago I was like, this is like a fluid, easy conversation. We're all adults here. No. And now you're like, I fucked my friend's monogamous girlfriend.
Yeah, no, but you didn't know.
Right.
You didn't
right. Like had never heard of this person before.
You've never done anything wrong. But however,
no, of course.
But it's so complicated because you want to make sure you maybe have to deal with this today. I'm so sorry to put this on this because today's Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday.
Yeah.
So tomorrow is the day, the softball and the drinks. You may have to deal with this today. And only because I mean, you can deal with it tomorrow morning, but if this event happens, it's going to be a disaster. Or it's going to be like, you're going to tell Javert later, and he's going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you have told me that? Or Ebonine's going to tell Javert, which you really don't want that to come from Eponine. You want that to come kind of from you. Because you have the first, what is it? This is not what this is called, but the first right of refusal.
But
what is that? What am I talking about?
I do. You have this opportunity, right?
There you go.
Like, and it almost seems like I think being open about this is like a nice, generous thing to do with your friend. I think like there are circumstances. If this had been like, oh, I hooked up with this person 4 years ago, it's like, oh, this isn't relevant to the situation. Like I don't think you owe everybody every piece of information about your past.
No.
But this is kind of an ongoing stew of feelings.
Yeah, that's so tough.
But it is, and I think you're right, and Miles, in that if you, Valjean, get scooped by Eponine on this, it will feel like, oh, were you hiding this? And meanwhile, you're just going, I'm trying to figure out the best way to keep everybody's feelings okay through this. Yeah.
And I think there's no world where you can't say anything.
Yeah.
It can't.
Yeah.
There's no world where you can't, because it doesn't end well for you if you don't say anything. It's like you could, if you like, let's play it out if you don't say anything. Okay. You don't say anything. And then he finds out like way later and he's still probably hurt.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Okay, so Josh, I'm gonna ask you, if this were you, if you were in the other person's situation, how would you want to hear it?
If you were Javert,
how would you want to hear? What would be the best way?
Powerful
to hear?
Song, inspiring revolution. I think I would want to hear before, because I think the longer you wait, again, the more it will feel like you're hiding something, which you're not trying to do. And I think like being honest, about this and like just saying like, and I don't think you have to treat it like it's like a bombshell revelation either. I think there is a way in which you can communicate it like, hey, just so you know, I didn't want to say this in front of everybody else, which gives you the out of like why you didn't say it right away. And I think Javert will appreciate that.
And also, I think you could be like, I didn't know your arrangement. Because that's
totally
correct. You don't know his arrangement. So, by the way, it's maybe, you said it doesn't seem like it could be a fluid open thing. It could be, though.
Sure.
Right? We don't know. So I think that you approaching it, Josh is totally right, with the honesty of like, hey, this is a little awkward to talk about.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't really know how to say this, but you showed me the photo and I didn't know how to tell you that like, I've been seeing this guy and, you know, I did hook up with Ebonine as a part of this threesome. I had never met her before. I know it's weird that I'm telling you this now. Because I guess that's the only, in terms of any wrongdoing, yes, you've done nothing wrong by hooking up with this person,
of
whatever.
Course.
You have now waited a few days to reveal this information, or how long have you waited since you knew it?
Well, it's been since last Wednesday, so we're approaching a week.
Okay, but I think that's within the realm of like, you're figuring out the best way to do this.
And it's less about, I think, how much time has gone by. Like a week is fine. Like it probably feels longer than a week because you're like, what the hell? But I do think doing it before there is an opportunity for this to come out in a different way that will make it feel worse. That'll make it worse. And like you lose the ability to have this conversation like gently on the terms that feel comfortable to you.
Totally. And I think also like you telling Javert this, like if he's like, oh, that's crazy. Okay, I guess I don't care. Like there's a world where it is all fine and he keeps seeing Ebonine.
Totally.
And there's also a world where he's like, I didn't really know. There's a lot of things. All you can control right now is the information. That's
right. And all you can do is be like an honest, good communicator as a friend. And again, I think if they were like, this is like an open thing, we're still seeing other people, it would feel less imperative. Totally. But without you knowing that fact, it does feel like the kind of thing, like I always ask myself, like, what would a person do? And you're like, oh, a person would want to communicate that to their friend, and a friend would want their friend to communicate that to them.
Totally. And I think also if Javert is probably going to, who knows how Javert's going to take this? How do you think Javert's going to take this? You know Javert. I don't know Javert.
Yeah.
Javert is like the type to like, he's like, he'll like intellectualize or like he'll shut down and he'll like, he's very like black and white thinking kind of, I honestly don't know. I think because she is so much outside of what he typically goes for, I can't see, well, I think it'll be a shock that it was me that she slept with. But
right. Will it blow up your spot as well? Are you concerned about that? Would this be something that you would tell your friends about? Have you already told friends about this?
That's a good question.
You know what I mean?
I have told them that I am seeing the tattoo artist.
But not that.
I didn't go into details about our exploits.
Exploit. Perfect word for that.
Our exploits.
Hey, this is said without judgment, but when you say I'm dating my tattoo artist, I feel like your friends are assuming threesomes are in play.
Well, they know I'm having like a hot girl summer.
Sure.
So like they're aware of the, who's on the roster and who's been involved, except for Ebonine.
Sure.
She's
the X factor.
Yeah, no, that's, I think that, you got, so you might blow up your spot a little bit. This has the opportunity to bring you closer to this person you've known since kindergarten. But I also think you got to be prepared to like, he may lash out when like, this might be a snake thing, right? He may just be like, what the hell? Like, how could you? And you have to be prepared to like double down on the empathy you're giving him because he's going to be receiving a bombshell.
That's such a lovely piece of advice, right?
Yeah.
Because and to know firmly you didn't do anything wrong.
Correct.
But you're communicating in this in a way of like, hey, I just wanted to like be fully transparent and honest with you as a friend, and like I'm here even if this feels weird to you. And
yeah, and it's almost like he might blame you for a day, right? And that would be wrong of him, but it would be reasonable to assume that might happen. Like,
sure.
You know what I mean? Even though you have to know, we're telling you did not do anything
Didn't
wrong.
do anything wrong.
However, he may feel so hurt that he's inventing something.
And sometimes when you're mad, like you said, you lash out and you're mad, and it's like, well, who am I talking to? That's who I'm going to yell at.
Right. Yeah, I mean, is it possible for you to talk to him about this today? I think you should do it today on the phone or in person. In person.
Yeah.
It would be preferable, but you may live not near this person. Sorry to blow up your afternoon plans.
That's okay. No, I think I can definitely do it over the phone. I can try to do it in person.
I think phone sounds.
I'll just show up at his house.
The phone is probably okay.
Yeah.
Because then he can also leave the conversation when he wants to.
And
you know what I mean?
And honestly, you can too. If it gets unpleasant and you go, well, I'm sorry that you're feeling like, let's talk about this when you've like, processed those feelings a little bit.
Do you guys and this is sort of unrelated, but do you guys get drinks every Wednesday as a friend group? Because I love that.
Yeah, well, every Wednesday we go out after softball, and then I see them Thursdays for D&D, and then sometimes on the weekends I'll see them.
That's so nice.
That is so nice.
What a tight group.
Yeah, how many people are in your group?
There's about like 12 of us. We've all known each other since we were like 4, so
that's so cool.
That's really lovely.
I mean, it sounds like you've got a good crew behind your shoulders. Like it sounds like you're gonna setting yourself up for your success. It could go well.
Yeah, of course. Okay. And it's also, you're not telling them bad news.
Yes,
you're just going like, hey, this is information that would be weird if I didn't say it because it's so fresh.
You're not coming clean. You're just a reporter.
Yes, that's right. Because you're not like, I'm confessing this thing. Yeah. You're just like, oh, it would be weird for me not to be like, I know the person you're dating.
Yes.
And then it would be weird not to answer the follow-up question of how.
How? Well, I've been dating this tattoo artist.
Enough said.
But Jean Valjean, thank you so much for calling me. I'm definitely going to need an update to this for Patreon. So please text the call line when you have an update, because I would love to hear how it goes.
Okay, I will call him tonight, and then I will text just so that you have. Like, we'll see what happens.
Good luck and enjoy the rest of your hot girl summer. No matter how this
enjoy
goes.
your hot girl summer. And don't feel like you flew too close to the sun. I think you're sort of you're doing the right things. But it just happened that one of them turned out a little frosty.
Yeah.
I know. All I did was steal a loaf of bread. And
That's right. And now he's chasing you across Paris to the backdrop of revolutionary France.
It's incredible. All right.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day and best of luck.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Bye. You too. Wow. I mean, that, like, it just got frostier and frostier.
And I like really feel admiration for the caller's clarity of like,
yes,
here's what I wanted from this. It is not something that I'm going to pursue further. I think I want to like do the best thing for my friendship. It like none of it was remotely like toxic or ill-intentioned.
Yes.
It wasn't like, I'm going to call her and we're going to make up a lie together.
Yeah, it was like, no.
Oh yeah, we studied abroad together.
Because that stuff also always fails.
Yes.
It's just always so thin.
Yeah, like, it's like Costanza brain.
Yeah, right. It's like, this is just going to fall apart. Yeah. Like, yeah, and I think Eponine, I mean, who knows? Eponine could be the one for the...
I mean, I think that's a beautiful possibility.
That could be fine. Right? There's a lot of options. There's a lot of ways it could end. Yeah. Well, Josh, we have one final segment, and it's the segment we like to call Get Real. We've listened to the music flow, and this is a segment where we force a genuine moment in an effort to learn more about each other and ourselves.
Please.
With the backdrop of gorgeous little music.
I love that.
Now, Josh, obviously you're known for being a kind, lovely person online. When I was in college, I followed you on Twitter, and I saw your sort of... You would do pep talks on whatever. Well, my first question, and this is not the Get Real part segment, is where are you doing your pep talks now?
I have a newsletter. Where
You have a newsletter?
Yeah,
Okay,
because social media became a little overwhelming for it, like just numerically. So I'll take reader questions. It's on, my newsletter's on Ghost now.
Yeah.
It's called That's Marvelous.
Yeah.
And the website is That's Marvelous Newsletter. And so I take requests and then I'll do one for like someone in the news or something.
Yeah, I love that. I always thought that was such a like positive way to use a platform and just a refreshing thing to see. But
thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. My question for you is, obviously you're known for being this sort of kind, good-hearted, person. Well, one, does that knowledge or understanding from people of like, this is a good person, does that ever feel like pressure to be the best, most goodest person?
Interesting. Yeah.
And also, what fuels that?
That's a great question. I think the only pressure is that like sometimes because I'm like a 360 degree person. There are people I don't like that,
Totally.
And I think that there are sometimes people who I don't know well. If I talk like any shit, they are like, like rubbing their hands together, licking their chops, and I'm like, this is just part of it. Like, it's
I'm like a regular guy.
I don't see a reason to drag someone's name through the mud publicly for over like a little infraction, but like, there's no reason. Like, I have to complain about things that are annoying.
We all have to talk shit.
Yeah,
right,
we gotta talk a little shit. And so that does feel, I'm like a little bit like, okay. And I think it comes from a place of like, in my comedy and my stand-up and my writing, I think that feels like a natural set of things I want to express. Like I want to be encouraging and positive. And I think that some of that entails like really being critical of things that I think are like, oh, this is bad. And like, we can get over it, or you can get through it. Things like that, like not being Pollyanna-ish about it, but like going like, the world, like your situation can be better, the world can be better, and like we can be a proactive part of that together. Yeah. And that, so artistically, that it just feels like a mode that I enjoy working in and like have kind of cultivated those skills. And like personally, I am part of it is that, and then I'm so bad at being like grumpy and mean, I get no results. Like if I'm in a place and they're like let's say this is an example of my wife has type 1 diabetes, and occasionally like I had to send a drink back because she ordered a Jack and Diet Coke, and they gave a Jack and full sugar Coke, and it just would have made her sick. Totally. And so just going like, hey, I'm so sorry to do this, but like this is like a medical thing, and like happy to pay you for the next one or whatever, but like if just we could get this switched out. Thank you so much. And like, you tip on the other one too. It's like an honest mistake. But not that this would even be the reasonable thing to do, but I was like, hey man, what the fuck? I said diet. Like, not only would I feel like a bad person, it would not work. Of course. They would be like, we're going to have the bouncer throw you out, and then we're going to have a horse drag you down the street.
That's so funny you say that, because I couldn't agree more. I think it's like, you get more flies with honey or whatever. But also, me and my wife were talking about the importance of respect, not as like because I don't believe that you should just like inherently respect authority. Sure. No, I really don't. However, we were talking about like our children. We're like, we want them to know what respect is and know how to do it, because respect will get you everything. Yes. Like if you're at a restaurant and you get the wrong drink, respect and kindness and being like, hey, I'm so sorry to do this. Would you, that respect will get you a free drink. It will get you everything.
Totally. Hey, I know you're in the weeds right now, but like when you get around to it, thank you so much for this help.
Yeah, or like if you're at an airport and you're trying to get in a thing, respect will get you everything. Yes. And I think that was because I was like, I want to teach my children respect because it is the utility of the universe.
And it's it's like human dignity too.
Human dignity. Like you will just not, if you were a fucking asshole, you will just, I mean, there's a lot of successful assholes, but like you will never have sustaining, long lasting fruitfulness from the universe. I just don't believe you will.
It's useful, and it is like, it almost always feels good to do, to be like, I treated this person with respect. And then if they're a dick to you, you can go, that guy's a fucking dick.
Well, that's how exactly right.
Because you don't have to be like, because if you come in with dickhead energy and they respond with dickhead energy, you're like, touche.
Oh no, that's my typical, because like my je t'aime or whatever. I don't know what that means.
You're Jean Valjean.
There's Jean Valjean. My Jean Valjean is typically, it's like, like show up with respect, whatever. If the respect is like pissed on, well then fuck off. Like then I'm ready to be like more firm, right? I'm not going to just let you walk over me, whatever. But I think that's the sort of thing is like you have to always start it that way because you're just going to get more out of the universe and it's going to feel better too.
It is. Yeah. And it's like the right way. Like I think it perpetuates, not even in a pay it forward way, but just in the way of like treat people with dignity and like that's how everyone should be acting all the time.
Yeah.
And then like in the extenuating circumstances of like this person is being such a monster to you that you can't just be like, hey, I know you're having a hard day. Like, right. That's the exception, not the rule.
I remember, it's just like, I remember I had a barista once who like, and I was a barista. I loved working in a coffee shop, whatever. I'm always so kind to baristas because I want to make sure. And this guy was just like tearing into me the like rudest, whatever. And I was so upset by it. It was like my local like college town or whatever. Yeah. That afterwards I was like drinking my drink outside and he came out to like pick up the trash. And I just was like, hey man, I just want to say, I really like that just like really upset me. Yeah. Like it was just such a like, I don't know, whatever. I'm such a snowflake, but like, I was like, you know, it was just like hurt my feelings. So I was just like, hey, like, I don't know why, like I was at the time I was working in New York at a coffee shop and I was like, I don't know why you did that. Like it really hurt my feelings, whatever. It really like felt bad. And you just don't have to treat people like that. I really don't know why you did it. And he was like, honestly, I've heard that a lot. He was like, I'm really sorry. It's something I'm working on in my personal life.
Wow.
Like I was like, okay. Wow. So that, I was like, it kind of worked. I was like, this worked.
That's like the best case scenario. You don't want him to be like, free croissant. Like, I was like, all you need is like that human moment of like, oh yeah, this is like who I am. And I recognize what you're saying in me.
Totally. Or if I had been like, hey, you were a fucking dick. Then he would have been like, fuck you. And it would have done nothing.
Because then you're also being a fucking dick.
Then I'm also being a fucking dick.
You don't need to tell him that.
Yeah. But it just, people just want to be loved. No. But Josh, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. This is such a treat.
Of course. This is the end of the show. Please tell people all about your special and the upcoming album, etc.
Yes, thank you. I have a new stand-up special. It's called Positive Reinforcement. Surprise, surprise. It's on YouTube on Blonde Medicine's YouTube channel, which is the record label that I work with. They're so wonderful. The album is out as of July 11th. There's a little bonus material on just the audio version. I worked with my buddy Chris Werner, who's an amazing director. He put together like an incredible super team of like production designer and Mark Newell and director of photography, Russ Swanson, just like all the way across. To hair and makeup, just such wonderful people. And I keep saying it everywhere I go because it's like, I'm the only person on camera other than the audience, but it takes such a team. The camera ops were great. And like everyone was just so nice. It like really was so thrilling and satisfying to like make this and get it out in the world with this great team. And I like really think it's like a fun hour of comedy. I worked really hard on it. It is like you can watch with your parents if you have cool parents. You can watch with your kids if you have cool kids. It's like a PG-13 feel, but it's not like this is to be wholesome and family friendly. It's just like, I don't know. It's friendly though. And I think that is like for people who don't know my comedy, it's like kind of a defining feature of it is like gentleness and friendliness towards the audience and the world in general.
Oh, that's the greatest. Okay, cool. Well, everybody go on down. And where can people follow you as well?
I am at Josh Gondelman on Blue Sky and Instagram. And I think I'm on Threads now. And TikTok. Yeah, I'm all of, and then I have the newsletter, which is that'smarvelousnewsletter.com.
Beautiful. Well, everybody get out there and check out Josh everywhere you can. And if you've got a problem that you're not quite sure how to solve, then just remember that no matter who you are or where you are, perfection is only a call away.
That was a Headgum podcast.